All right, guys, so this is the special surprise. We have Doug Lawrence and Sammy Halbert making his way up from the U.S. for Battle at the Border. So how did tonight go, guys?
For me, I think like on the promotional side, I think it went pretty good. You know, I knew it was going to be tough for these guys coming to our home track that we ride at so often, and you know, challenge us local guys because we ride here so often. So, but you know, it was awesome to have these guys come up and you know, accept the challenge, basically, man. Like it was. I'll be honest, it was hard to find guys to come up here to race, but the 7 guys that came. We all appreciate them, like, I mean, myself personally, and then fans, and then the club members and Canadian flat track fans really appreciate these guys coming up and taking a swing at us.
Yeah, it was a great night. I was super pumped to see Sammy. So, I mean, you know, this is kind of like my hero, right? So when I got into flat track racing, he was the guy that I just kind of gravitated towards, and so you made a dream come true for me tonight. Wow. So that's pretty cool.
You owe me.
So, and it's kind of like a late birthday present. So my birthday was a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, so that's pretty cool too. So in terms of the final race, how did that turn out for us?
Well, you know, Dougie kicked all our asses. Promoted the race, won the race from the back too. He had like one of the slowest lap times in qualifying, and then he just, as soon as the race started, just you could see his like local knowledge and talent, and just being like a veteran and being able to just like get the job done where you know how to get it done. Like it was really cool to see Doug kind of in his element with all the pressures of promoting a race and everything, and then just to like he can't barely talk with his voice, and
just excuse him a little bit there.
Yeah, race time goes, and he's like, all right, he started in the second row of the heat race. Even he qualified, like the only one guy on the second row was Doug, because his lap time was so slow in qualifying, and then he just gets it done. It was like 2 laps later he's in second, so that was sick for me to be here and see that. And like I've never been to this part of Canada at all, just only BC, so it's cool for me to come here and see like this core group of flat track people, this flat track community here, and experience the Welland short track. It was pretty rad, and it felt pretty safe to me as well. The track was like really wide, and so a lot of room to ride, and quite safe. So even like the second main, I started the second row in the mix, kind of worried about riding with these crazy kids, but some of these races we go to are wild, but this felt pretty safe. It was nice and easy to just go out there and have a ride around in circles and work on that finesse and trying to like find the traction when there's no traction out there, because it was a little slick, but then it was interesting too. It wasn't just slick where you couldn't ride off the groove. You could still get off the groove and have grip, so that was pretty sick. So it was some good racing, and the locals were killing it. I was racing with Tia Little, like
fast qualifier.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So that
fastest qualifier.
Yeah. So that was cool. It was cool to see that and get the full Canadian experience, drinking the Canadian beer from Dougie's mom, taking good care of me.
So you'll be back then.
Yeah, I think we should do it again next year. I think we should. Dougie should build on this. He did good. He like brought in some money, brought in some partners, and promoted a good race. I think he should just build on it and hopefully get the kind of some things to shift more towards like what he wants, and keep building on it. I think it'd be good.
Yeah. So are you happy with the results then?
Let's not talk about the results.
He won it.
No, but I mean, like, for an event, you know, doing this all on your own, like,
yeah, for the product,
I think you did a great job.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Honestly, it was a dream I had for the last 5 years, and you know, I just like to thank the club for welcoming my idea, and all these Americans for coming up, all the sponsors that put in money and products to our pot. It's much appreciated. So. I'm planning on moving on to bigger, better things for 2024, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, well, I guess that's a wrap. So, again, Doug Lawrence, Sammy Halbert, and Sheldon from Behind the Enthusiast.
Subscribe, follow on the Enthusiast, baby, out here with the content. We love it.
All right, and that's a wrap.